You can't have a Chinese theme room without Chinese checkers, or as I would like to call it, just regular checkers.
Is that a dad joke?
You know what? I never would have produced a lot of Asian productions if it wasn't for racism. During high school, there was a huge influx of Hong Kong Chinese. They started speaking a lot of Chinese at school, and I was like, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm Canadian, man. I look at my English; it's unaccented and blah 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 blah. And then it worked for a little bit until like say grade 9, grade 10, and then all of a sudden I found that some of my friends were actually racist. Like the people that actually we hung out together in grade 8, grade 9. We go up to restaurants. We stayed over at each other's houses, and then one day, closer to grade 11, grade 12, there was racist scribblings on lockers and on books, and this one kid drew a gun to a Chinese man's drawing head, eye cheeks.
Yeah.
Right. And then I was like, holy shit, as much as effort that I put in to be Canadian, to be separate from these Hong Kongers, I'm actually no different in the eyes of a non-Asian. And it was at that particular point I started seeing race became a lot more prevalent to me. Like it was a lot. I could see a lot of contrast, and I can see a lot of inequalities, especially in television and in programming and in film. And so when I started working for the TV stations, and then I feel like I had the power, some kind of power or say, to produce shows that are about Asian Canadian culture. I would work at Citytv to make money to produce these shows, which I feel are valuable to the community, and try to empower the community. And that was sort of my answer and my efforts to try to balance the inequalities, especially in programming and I guess image for Asian Canadians. Influencers. So instead of influencers, you have influencers,
right? I know it's going to be a hit, and I know it's going to do well, but that seems like something that you threw around the table when you were out drinking with somebody. I got an idea.